From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Miami Dolphins. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Miami. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Pacheco once again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Toss right side to Pacheco. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's 3rd and 9. Levis looking to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. A give right side for Pacheco. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Levis sets up to throw here. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Levis. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a big 32-yard play on third.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set, hurt.
This drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Okay, ready.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Ready.
Now Willis. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
Ready, ready.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Willis out of the gun. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and 8. Again, it's Pacheco. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said,
and it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Willis. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Check smash.
They go back to the ground game with A-Chain. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Levis to throw it. Being chased out left. And Levis with a smart move sliding down after picking up the first. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Here's 2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Levis. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash. This from 48. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates. Ready.
1st and 10, Willis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yes, Bronco.
Running right, here's A-Chain. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On the double.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Willis. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this 1st half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this returnable for Hines. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
Their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 59 yards rushing for him in this 1st half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Willis out of the gun. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go, shot. Ready, right?
From the gun, here's Willis. He dumps it off to A-Chain. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down. They set up the screen to A-Chain. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Here we go.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Willis. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Willis wants to pass it again. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Willis. Rolling to his right. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Okay, ready?
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. Second and a yard.
Levis from the gun. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Get it!
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's Willis.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Flush to his right.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Levis back to throw.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Levis on 3rd down. That pass taken in by Burks.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, after that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. You think about the great receivers in the game, what do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, a sharp cut, selling a different route, the subtle bump, it's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the first down.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. A little short pass. This is Everett. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Ready! Go!
A-Chain gets it from the gun.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 4.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Again, it's A-Chain. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Willis. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Willis.
It's Hill, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Now Willis.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
Here's Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Titans will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 7. Levis.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Now a toss left for Pacheco.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Here's Hill on the return.
Pushing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A second down throw from Levis.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Little bootleg here. Levis.
He'll buy some time right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Off the play fake, Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here we go.
Running left to give to Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
Offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Second and 6. Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Slide for the PAT.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Titans 27, Dolphins nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big, you really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter, but do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Okay, great.
2nd and 10. Willis looks to pass it here.
A little short pass. This is Everett. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Again, Willis to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Willis to throw. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
It's 3rd and 10.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Dragon 60. Go street.
Willis out of the gun. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 21. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
But this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline. because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Ready. Go.
Willis on the sneak, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, third and goal. This time, Willis will throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here we go.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on fourth and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Titans, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start.